Green flag's going to wave. Into turn number 1, 4 wide off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Still 4 wide we go. Joe Gotze all the way on the bottom. Mike Myers in the middle. Dwayne Chamberlain on the outside. Here we go. Joe Gotze to the lead. Chamberlain to second. Myers dropping back through the middle. Going to be Joe Gotze, our leader. Dwayne Chamberlain second. Chad Stapleton in third. Joe Brewer up to fourth. John Whitney in fifth spot. 3 wide off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Back here for that fifth position. Meanwhile, up front, Dwayne Chamberlain, Joe Gotze side by side for that top spot. Chamberlain slides up the racetrack off of turn number 2. Problems in turn number 1. Caution's going to come out. Stapleton now goes to the bottom this lap. John Whitney now going to the outside of Joe Brewer for 4th spot. Meanwhile, Gotze still your leader. Chamberlain second. Stapleton in third. John Whitney now up to 4th spot. Still battling for 4th spot. John Whitney has it. Joe Brewer back to 5th. Mike Myers sits in 6th position. Bill Sheets in 7th. Up front, Chamberlain now getting a run on Joe Gotze, your leader. So green flag waves. Chad Stapleton gets past Chamberlain. Chamberlain going to slide back under him. They're going to make contact in turn number 4. Everyone keeps moving. We stay green. Chad Stapleton losing about 3 spots there on that exchange as Chamberlain back up to 2nd position. Joe Brewer into 3rd spot. John Whitney in 4th. Stapleton back to 5th. Meanwhile, Joe Gotze out front gave him a nice little distance on the field. Bill Sheets battling for 6th position. So again, Gotze staying on the bottom of the racetrack. Chamberlain staying on the high side. Stapleton now working to the outside of Joe Brewer for 3rd position. But it's still Joe Gotze out front. Going to be halfway this time by. Don't lean too far forward. Mike Myers up to 4th. Alan Magner from deep in the field up to 5th spot. Some lap traffic right in front of your leaders. Joe Gotze right on the back bumper of Couch. Meanwhile, Chamberlain and Stapleton battle for that 2nd position. John Whitney pulls to the infield with problems in the Ohio 1 machine. Again, Joe Gotze out front. Stapleton now looking to the bottom. Stapleton putting some pressure on Dwayne Chamberlain for 2nd spot. So Stapleton and Dwayne Chamberlain battle for 2nd. You see what sounds like a little engine miss out of the 20 machine. You see a little flame shooting out underneath the 20 car of Dwayne Chamberlain as he's got a little engine miss now in that 20 car. Chad Stapleton takes over 2nd position. Joe Gotze out front. Battle for 2nd. Chad Stapleton has it. Dwayne Chamberlain still right there with him. Joe Brewer not far behind in 4th position. Mike Myers sits in 5th. Alan Magner, Bill Sheets battle for 6th spot. Going to be 5 to go this time by. 5 laps remaining for Joe Gotze. 9 car pulling to the infield. So it's still Joe Gotze out front on the bottom of the racetrack. Chad Stapleton closing the gap as Chad is on the outside. Still Gotze out front. Chad Stapleton running in second. They've got about a straightaway. On third place running Joe Brewer. Mike Myers now in fourth. Alan Magner in fifth spot. Chad Stapleton working the high side, closing the gap, getting closer and closer. Going to be a battle up top. Coming to the white flag this time by. Lap car right there in between. Your two leaders split them. White flag going away. Chad Stapleton takes the lead that lap. Final time around, Chad Stapleton working the outside of the racetrack. Off of turn number 4, final time. Chad Stapleton takes the win. Joe Gotze going to come home second. Joe Brewer's going to come home in third.